Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Checking in on Twitter, GoPro, X, and CHK on the daily, weekly time frame. So Twitter bulls, nice follow through. We closed above the upper Bollinger Band and saw some continuation with higher lows and higher highs. So we are on our way, breaking 1849 and now filling this gap. The gap fills up at 1927. We don't have resistances to be looking at before that level on the daily time frame. The upper Bollinger Band will continue to be a key factor that we need to update each morning at the open. And on the weekly time frame, with this break over the 100-week moving average resistance, the question now is, can the bulls see enough continuation and strength to make it up to this high of 2088? It's going to take a lot of recovery for the bulls to do so, as we are currently still about 10% plus below that level, just patiently waiting to see if the bulls can get this continuation with the higher lows and higher highs all the way up to that level. On the weekly time frame, because we did break the higher low pattern, I do not expect the bulls to be able to have that follow through. But with earnings approaching, if the bullish earnings are good, obviously we're going to see a bull move up towards those levels. And if we have poor earnings, then we are going to see a lower high compared to it and further pullback. So where we are positioning ourselves, pretty much earnings and the reaction are going to dictate whether we get a bull break or a bear break. But as for heading into earnings, we are currently certainly favoring the bulls. Still very weak on GoPro. We've been rejecting from exponential resistance now pretty clearly for about, it's been about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 days in a row. Support is down at 954 and 942. The gap to fill is down at 904. And if we can't get over exponential moving averages, the bulls are not going anywhere. The weekly time frame still pulling back. The 50-week and middle Bollinger Band supports are lining up. We'll be watching those levels in the coming couple of weeks. If we continue to see weakness, they are going to be lining up pretty much with that gap fill at the 904 level. X on the daily time frame, big gap up and bull break. So we saw the bullish reversal candlestick, the confirmation candlestick, huge follow through. Now the break of 26.96 is bullish. We're now looking up at 28.35, the last significant rejection that we saw and pullback, but very strong follow through. And we knew to be looking for a higher low here on this consolidation due to the very strong follow through here all second half of September. Weekly time frame, we are now looking at our 28.35 level. The upper Bollinger Band and 50-week moving average are going to be right up at those levels in the coming weeks, and we'll see if the bulls can continue to push through and see that higher low and higher high. CHK inside bar on the daily, bull break of 393, bear break of 385. Bulls have a lot of work to do, and if we do see further breakdown, I am expecting support at 355 to be able to hold and see a bit of a bounce play out. But where we stand right now, we might be looking for a short-term bounce. If 393 can break, that's a double top the past 2 days, and if that does break, we're looking up to 398 and then the 50-day moving average resistance. But bears have the upper hand, just keeping an eye out for a short-term bounce because we are anticipating the weekly chart to set a higher low with the current setup on this chart because of the significance of the bounce we did see over those 3 weeks. We are looking to see if that higher low is going to form. Right now, 376 is that higher low. We'll see if the bulls can hold that next week and at least form an inside bar to give them some hope to try and get over this middle Bollinger Band. If we don't form a higher low, obviously the bears are going to continue dumping the price and the bulls will be nowhere in sight. But again, still a good level above that support and looking for the bulls to see a short-term bounce at the least. I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. We'll be keeping an eye on Twitter bullish continuation, GoPro bearish continuation, and X bulls very strong as well.